Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing My Hero Academia chapter 308. Of course, I won't be using panels until the copyright strike passes. Also, again, I'll be doing a Q&A when I hit 150 subs. So if there's any questions you want to leave, you can do so in the comments. um, or on the social media, IG, Twitter, whichever you prefer. That's also in the description. Um, so yeah, let's jump into it. Of course, spoiler warning before we begin, because I will be spoiling. So yeah, let's begin. So basically, the chapter starts off with Deku on top of the rooftop, like where the previous chapter ended after he saved Shindo. Uh, basically, Muscular is excited to see Deku because he notices the voice, he remembers the voice. Um, and we see he calls him by his actual name, Midoriya. And of course, he states that he's not after this whole thing for revenge or anything like that. Basically, Muscular is just out for fun, and this is his type of fun, violence, and all of that. And I think he crushes a rock, it seems, and puts it in his eye socket where he has the missing eye, and it's bleeding, so that's creepy, but he's mental either way. Um, and he jumps to attack Midoriya, it seems, but when he jumps, he doesn't get to the top of the building. He lands like in the middle of the building and destroys the entire building. And he's still egging Midoriya on then to fight him at full power like the last time. Uh, Midoriya sees Tatami and he drops Shindo there, or drops Shindo there for her to see about. Um, we see he's using his smoke work as well. And she says that she can't see anything with the smoke, but she recognizes his voice. Um, so there's that, and of course Midoriya is mentally speaking to the vestige is in his power now. It seems he can do it more freely, and he and the sixth, I believe, are speaking, and Midoriya asked him if he overdid it with the smoke screen, and he agrees that yeah, you did. Um, and of course, if you overdo it with the smoke screen, that advantage could become a disadvantage if you yourself cannot see your enemies. And he also reminds Midoriya that, of course, the power has been going through a lot of users from 1 to 8, or in this case, like 6, 7, 8, how much ever, 2 or 3 users. So, of course, it increases with time, so you have to be careful how you're using it because it may look weak, but it would come out stronger um, due to the increase as it passes from user to user. So, we also get Midoriya doing something cool, I guess. It seems that this big backpack that he had on his back was a jetpack, as we get this panel here. Um, I colored this panel, or tried to at least. Um, but he uses a jetpack, it seems. Where he got it, I don't know. But he uses it in tandem with his float quirk, so he can fly basically. And we basically see him running around, avoiding Muscular. It looks like he's leading him away to a less populated or less dense area to fight. Um, so Midoriya is using all of his quirks in conjunction to do this. We see him swinging as well, like Spider-Man with his black whip, and he eventually wraps Muscular up and throws him into a canal or some sort of waterway. Um, and basically, again, we have Midoriya trying to, I guess, not sympathize, but figure out the reason for why Muscular does this. If there's some sort of reasoning behind this. Um, but Muscular basically tells him, stop trying to sympathize with me, and he just wants to live in a world without regret, and that means fun and violence and blood and gore, and he's a madman. Um, but he starts expanding and he gets huge, um, very, very huge. and he's about to attack Midoriya. And he tells Midoriya that basically he turned out boring, of course, because he was running away here and using other quirks, not just a full-on fight. And we get a little flashback of the kid from the training arc, the training camp arc. I forgot his name, but the little kid whose parents Muscular killed, and they destroyed his eye as well. I forgot his name, but we get a little panel of him. But basically, what happens is we see when Midoriya is about to attack Muscular, Muscular starts to shake, or I guess this is Shindo's attack finally kicking in. So it does have an effect on him. And we see Midoriya in what seems to be a really cool panel here. Um, and he says basically Shindo has been training, of course, so his attacks did work. And Midoriya blitzes past Muscular and punches him, it seems, and he says, "This is my full power," and he hits him. We don't know, of course, if Muscular is down for the count yet, but the chapter ends there. So, um, this was a fast-paced chapter, of course, because it was just like fight, go, go, go from start to finish. Um, what I would say is we have so many questions left and we still have no answers. I want to see maybe how Midoriya got back his suit. We know he left UA, so I want to know how he got back his suit, where he got this jetpack from. Also, I want to see maybe Muscular do. I mean, I don't want to see him get destroyed this easily because he was a bigger villain back then, and yes, Deku did get stronger, but I would like to maybe see Muscular get back up and try to fight still. Um, so yeah. Other than that, I feel like we need to cut away from Deku for a bit, because we've been for the most part focused on him for a long while. I would like to see what the other kids are doing at the school, if they're still at the school, because we still have questions about that. What happened to Todoroki? What happened to Bakugo? What happened to Eri? What happened to Mirio? All Might. We need to see what happened to them, because I feel as though we need to know how they reacted or what they did after they found out that Deku was leaving UA. Um, so hopefully we get some answers on that soon. Um, but yeah, it was a good chapter. Like I said, mostly fighting. When it's animated, I could see this being a really big, cool fight, and they may extend it with a little bit of filler scenes. But all in all, I enjoyed it. But yeah, again, I still hope that we cut away from this after and we get more on the other characters, because we can't just sideline them now. We need to know what's going on there, and I think that would be a kind of juggling act that Horikoshi is going to need to do. Since Deku left, he's going to have to juggle between showing us Deku and then Yui, and Deku and Yui, and that might be kind of tough. Because we might get prolonged chapters on one or the other. So we need to find some sort of, I guess, equilibrium or some kind of balance to balance it off. Um, so yeah, hopefully we get that soon. If you guys enjoyed anything I had to say, leave a like, consider subscribing if you're new here. If you didn't like anything I had to say, I mean, you could hit the dislike button too, that's fine. And of course, help me to get to 150, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.